What's happening behind the scenes at OpenAI and Microsoft? Get ready for a shocker as reports reveal OpenAI plans to give Microsoft a much smaller share of its revenue going forward, a move that could drastically reshape their massive partnership. Then, buckle up for the chaos that erupted in London. Massive anti-immigration protests organized by Tommy Robinson turned violent, with over 100,000 demonstrators taking over the UK capital, leading to a war-zone-like atmosphere and injured police officers. And it's not just about tech and protests, we're also looking at global security. A former IRGC chief has issued a stark warning to Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Iraq, cautioning that Israeli airstrikes could soon target them if the region fails to unite. This is huge. Finally, we're bringing it back to AI for good. OpenAI is collaborating with ARISE to empower K-12 educators in India with AI integration, a move that could revolutionize education across the country. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. OpenAI's revenue shakeup, Microsoft's shrinking share revealed. This is massive news for the future of AI partnerships. OpenAI is reportedly set to dramatically reduce the revenue share it gives to Microsoft, a move that could free up billions for the AI giant and redefine their decade-long collaboration. According to the information, OpenAI has informed investors that Microsoft's cut of its revenue will plummet from just under 20% to a mere 8% by 2030. This significant shift is designed to allow OpenAI to retain over $50 billion in additional revenue, crucial for covering its astronomical computing costs. Under the original agreement, Microsoft was guaranteed a 20% share through 2030. In exchange for this reduced financial stake, Microsoft is expected to gain a one-third ownership in a restructured OpenAI entity, with another portion allocated to its nonprofit arm. Notably, Microsoft will still not have a board seat, underscoring OpenAI's drive for autonomy. Negotiations are also ongoing regarding server expenses and the potential use of artificial general intelligence, AGI. This potential restructuring has sent ripples through the tech world, with analysts and the public buzzing about the implications for AI development and competition. Many see this as a bold move by OpenAI to secure its financial future and technological independence. Stay tuned, because the impact of these AI shifts is far-reaching. Next, we're heading to the streets of London for a look at the intense protests that have gripped the city. London erupts, anti-immigration protests turn violent. Chaos descended upon the streets of London on September 13th as massive anti-immigration protests, spearheaded by far-right activist Tommy Robinson, exploded into violence with law enforcement. Over 100,000 demonstrators marching under the banner, "Unite the Kingdom," laid siege to the UK capital, transforming it into a war zone with flares, tear gas, and widespread arrests. The scale of the demonstration was immense, overwhelming police efforts to maintain order. Clashes erupted as police attempted to prevent clashes between the Unite the Kingdom protesters and a rival group, the March Against Fascism. The situation escalated rapidly, resulting in 26 police officers sustaining injuries, with 4 suffering serious harm after being physically assaulted by protesters. At least 25 protesters were also arrested in connection with the disturbances. This intense confrontation highlights the deep divisions and rising tensions surrounding immigration in the UK. Meanwhile, on a global stage, a former IRGC chief, Mohsen Rizvi, has issued a stark warning to Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Iraq. He cautioned that Israeli airstrikes could potentially target these nations if the region does not unite against what he described as Israeli expansionism. Rizvi urged Muslim countries to form a military coalition following recent Israeli airstrikes on Hamas officials in Qatar. Reports suggest Israel might be considering Turkey next, a move that could have catastrophic geopolitical consequences due to Turkey's NATO membership. This dual focus on domestic unrest and international geopolitical warnings paints a picture of a world grappling with significant challenges and escalating conflicts. These global events are unfolding rapidly, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Next, we're shifting gears to explore how AI is being used to empower educators in India. AI for India's schools, OpenAI and ARISE unite for educators. In a move set to revolutionize education, OpenAI has partnered with ARISE to bring cutting-edge AI integration tools to K-12 educators across India. This collaboration aims to equip teachers with the skills and resources needed to leverage artificial intelligence in the classroom, preparing students for the future. The initiative focuses on empowering educators with practical AI knowledge, enabling them to enhance teaching methodologies, personalize learning experiences, and foster critical thinking skills among students. By integrating AI into the curriculum, the program seeks to bridge the digital divide and ensure that Indian students are well prepared for an increasingly technology-driven world. This partnership is a significant step towards democratizing AI education and ensuring its benefits reach every corner of the country. The response from the education sector has been overwhelmingly positive, with many hailing the initiative as a game changer for Indian pedagogy. Educators are eager to embrace these new tools to create more engaging and effective learning environments. This is just the beginning of AI's transformative impact in education. Coming up, we're revisiting the OpenAI and Microsoft partnership with even more details on their evolving financial relationship. OpenAI's bold financial play, just 8% revenue share for Microsoft. Get ready for a seismic shift in one of tech's most talked-about partnerships. OpenAI is gearing up to drastically alter its financial ties with Microsoft, potentially keeping a staggering 92% of its revenue by the end of the decade. This move could unlock over $50 billion in additional funds for the AI powerhouse. Sources reveal that OpenAI projects its revenue share with commercial partners like Microsoft will drop from the current approximate 20% down to a mere 8% by 2030. This recalibration is largely driven by ongoing negotiations over the substantial costs of cloud computing resources, with OpenAI heavily reliant on Microsoft's Azure platform. The two companies recently signed a non-binding agreement to reshape their relationship, a deal that could see OpenAI fully restructure into a for-profit enterprise. Under current terms, OpenAI's nonprofit arm is set to receive over $100 billion, a significant portion of its targeted $500 billion private market valuation. This renegotiation signals a broader trend across Silicon Valley, where tech giants like Google and Amazon are also redefining their AI partnerships. While Microsoft's deep integration with OpenAI gave it an early advantage, this shift could grant OpenAI more autonomy. Competitors are diversifying their investments, balancing financial stakes with operational flexibility. The financial underpinnings of AI development are becoming as competitive as the technology itself, with OpenAI seeking more breathing room to chart an independent course and Microsoft navigating the challenges of relying heavily on a single, evolving partner. Public and industry reaction is intense, with many watching closely to see how this impacts the AI landscape and the future of generative models. The sheer scale of OpenAI's ambitions, including massive deals with Oracle and Broadcom totaling over $300 billion, underscores the critical need for its projected revenues of $13 billion this year, scaling to an anticipated $100 billion by 2028. We've covered a lot of ground today, from high-stakes tech deals to global unrest. Stick around for a rapid-fire recap of all the top stories and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw OpenAI dramatically reshaping its revenue deal with Microsoft, leading to a much smaller share for the tech giant. Then, London exploded with massive, violent anti-immigration protests organized by Tommy Robinson, injuring dozens of police officers. We also heard a stark warning from a former IRGC chief about potential Israeli airstrikes on Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Iraq if the region doesn't unite. Finally, OpenAI and ARISE are teaming up to bring vital AI education to K-12 educators across India, empowering the next generation. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for more breaking news and deep dives, ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know which story you found most impactful. Follow us on all social media platforms for real-time updates. We'll see you in the next video.